Welcome to a special edition of the Successful Encore Career Podcast, being brought to you by Central Ohio Area Agency on Aging, Nationwide Insurance, and InnoSource. I'm Brett Johnson, longtime volunteer with Employment for Seniors, and with me, the Executive Director of Employment for Seniors, Dr. Carol Ventresca. Big event coming up in August.
Yes, Brett.
The biggest of the year.
It is. This is our mega event, and thanks so much for letting me talk about the 24th Annual Senior Career Expo.
24 years.
24, and it just gets bigger and better every year. We're very excited. This year's Expo is going to be on Thursday, August 23rd, and we will again be at Fawcett Center, which is on the Ohio State University campus at 2400 Olentangy River Road, just north of Lane Avenue. So we get started about 9 o'clock with the recruiters, and we end at 1 o'clock.
Now, that being on the Ohio State University campus, a lot of people know that parking can be an issue. Not for us. No, we've got this in with Campus Park. But no, we at Fawcett Center, when there are large events, Campus Park knows not to ticket. So it is a free event. You don't have to register, and you don't have to pay to park. The Expo itself is kind of multidimensional.
Yes.
Besides having the opportunity to talk to recruiters and businesses looking for employees, a lot of other things going on. Let's first take a look at those who will be there to recruit.
Right, absolutely. Last year we had 78 recruiters, and we expect to hit just about that many again this year. Those recruiters pay to be with us, and they are committed to seeking mature job seekers. So these are people, employers who are seriously considering experienced, talented, skilled individuals who really are ready to do the job day one. So the employers who are there are committed to seeing all of you. So we hope the listeners will join us. And although Employment for Seniors services are open to those 50 and over, at our career events, we don't take IDs at the door. So this is really open to any mature, experienced, skilled worker, regardless of your age. Come in and see us.
And that being said, be prepared.
Absolutely. Have your resume. Make sure that you have done a good job with your resume. Make sure that you have worked either with Employment for Seniors or one of the other agencies to get that resume into perfect condition. Dress for success. There's only one time to make a great first impression. So all the women, please come dressed as if you were being interviewed. Gentlemen, same thing, shirts and ties. We want you to be successful. And truly, our employers are always evaluating our clients, and they tell us our clients come ready to be interviewed and hired.
We had an exit conversation videographer last year.
Yes.
And ran into a couple of people that we don't even get to talk to. But of course, you put a camera in front of somebody and they talk forever about their experience with the Expo. And at least one woman, I recall, mentioned that she had an interview set up from the Expo the next week or the next following days.
Exactly.
So it happens here. Be prepared.
Yes, we do know that when employers and clients report back to us that there were hires from the job fair. So we do want you to, again, come ready, come prepared. If you need help, just call the Employment for Seniors office and we can help you with that. There's also a tip sheet on our website on job fair strategies. And so it's easy to find, right there on the front page.
All right. You have workshops as well. I think that's what makes this expo even more unique. I know it's not really, you don't say more unique, but it makes it very special for the attendees because it's not only just looking for a job, it also has some prep and other things to learn while you're there.
I don't want to say it's a one-stop shop, but it is about as close to a one-stop shop as you can get in terms of your job-seeking needs as well as meeting employers. So we have about 12 or 14 workshops that are already scheduled, but they include things like our employer panel we have every year, where the employers will answer questions from the audience about, what do employers want? What are they looking for? One of the major issues that our clients wrestle with are transferable skills. So we have a workshop on transferable skills, and then we have a workshop after it with a panel of people that can show how they utilize their transferable skills to go from one type of a job into another type of a job. So I think that's a new one this year. That's going to be kind of exciting. We also have an interviewing skills workshop, and we're going to follow that up with a new workshop with a team of recruiters coming in and just answering questions from the audience. So for instance, somebody will say, well, this employer said, if you could be, the question in the interview was, if you could be a superhero, which superhero would you be? And you just want to look at them and go, really? And so these recruiters will be able to tell you how do you deal with questions like that. But we do networking, LinkedIn, lots and lots of different topics. And the workshop schedule will be posted on our website before the event.
JobsMobile, OhioMeansJobs will be there as well.
Yes.
Let's talk a little bit about what that is and what to expect and encourage the listener to take advantage of this.
Right, absolutely. The OhioMeansJobs is the all-encompassing search engine that the Ohio Department of Job and Family Services created so that job seekers all over the state can go in, get the resources they need, tutorials, whatever it is, but also all the jobs that are posted through the state. The JobsMobile is part of that OhioMeansJobs program. This is from Columbus and Franklin County. And what they want to do is just give you an overview of what their services are, the resources they are, how, tips on being a good career searcher, those kinds of things. And so it's just a lot of great information. And this will give you an opportunity to check it out, as opposed to having to come up with calling for an interview and driving downtown Columbus to go to the OhioMeansJobs Center.
Another reason to look your best. So we're adding a free job profile photo this year.
Yes. Nobody wants to get their picture taken. We all know that. But your LinkedIn profile really needs a professional shot, not just a picture, but a professional shot. It just gives you a complete profile. If it's not there, it looks strange. So you really want to have one. Well, we have a photographer coming and we are providing free headshots for that. So, it'll be first come, first serve basis, and it'll just go from the 9 to 1 time period of the, expo. So, if the line's too long, we'll have to cut it off. So be there, and be there early.
I think once you add a photo to your LinkedIn profile, it changes your attitude toward LinkedIn as well.
Oh, yes.
It really does, especially a professional photo versus one that you crop from a family photo and such.
Right.
You just feel better about it.
Right.
A little more pride in what you do.
This is not just off your iPhone. Right,
yeah,
right.
It changes it.
Yes, and we have a photographer who's willing to do this for us, so we're pretty excited. And then we can't forget the resume reviews. That is really one of the important things. If good job seekers already have perfect resumes when they come to a job fair, but sometimes that's just not possible. So we want to give you an opportunity. We have HR professionals who are doing those resume reviews. And so those will be, they're quick. They're, 10, maybe 15 minutes, but it's going to give you an idea if you're on the right track or not. The most important thing is to come. Job fairs are great opportunities to get more information about employers, to find employers you've never heard of, or to go and talk to an employer that you think you know what they do, but you really don't. So a job fair is just a great opportunity to get more information, to get new employer contacts, to practice your interviewing. That's really what it is. It's a huge mini interviewing session. You're just going from table to table, but it's just so much information that really can make your job search surge.
You have a list of the employers that will be recruiting, correct? So
yes.
A listener could do some homework prior to attending the expo.
Absolutely. And again, that's really what you need to do. That'll be posted the week before the expo. What we want you to do is to really go in and look and see who are the employers I'm interested in. If we have 70 employers, you're not going to be able to see all 70. So you want to see who are your top choices, 6, 7, maybe 8 employers that you definitely want to see. Then come up with another 6, 7, 8 employers that are, yeah, that's my next group. Just so you kind of prioritize who you want to see first. Really make sure you understand what they do. The worst thing you can do is to walk up to an employer and go, now what do you do again? If you don't do your research, if you don't seem to be interested in that employer, they are not going to be interested in you as a candidate. So go with the notion of you've learned as much as you can and get that information, and also check what jobs are open on their website, because the recruiter who is there may not be recruiting for all of the jobs. So for instance, if ABC company has an accounting position open, but maybe that recruiter is only there to get customer service representatives. You can still talk to that recruiter and say, well, I'm really interested in the accounting position that's on your website. Could you please give me the name of the recruiter I should talk to? You got an immediate contact then into that company.
And if you do some homework ahead of time, you may only select, let's say, 10 to 12 of those employers that'll be there. It's a better use of your time. Then you can attend more workshops as well.
True. Absolutely.
If there's only X amount that you want to go see, then you don't have to keep vulturing around the employer area. Take advantage of the workshops. There's got to be at least 3 or 4 of them that you can attend there. So you're there for a good 2 or 3 hours potentially.
Oh yeah. We've got folks who will stay the whole time. It's wonderful. So, and it's a great environment. People are really happy to talk to you. Employers are there because they want to meet you. So go with a really positive attitude. Go ready to talk about your work story, not your life story, but your work story. Most importantly, you want to convince these employers that you are the best candidate they are ever going to find. You are the one who's going to be able to do their job from day one. So go in there and just be ready to sell yourself.
If this happens to be the first podcast that you've caught in our series of Successful Encore Career podcasts, we have a lot of podcasts that have been previously published to help you with this job expo.
Right.
Whether it's about resume prep, interviewing tips, job fair strategy, any or most of the episodes will actually help you with this expo. So maybe dive into 2 or 3 of them prior to coming to the expo. That's why we've published them, is to help you with this expo as well as any other job fairs that you might encounter.
Right, exactly. One of the big issues is transferable skills. Older adults have incredible skills they've learned and honed in other jobs, and those skills are perfect for the next employer. But you have to understand them, be able to present them, and convince the employer that you can do that the best. And so we actually have 2 podcasts on transferable skills.
Let's go over the date and time again.
Wonderful. Meet us at the 24th Annual Senior Career Expo, hosted by Employment for Seniors. And let me also say that our huge sponsors of that are also Central Ohio Area Agency on Aging, Franklin County Office on Aging, and Nationwide Insurance and BMI Federal Credit Union. The Career Expo is Thursday, August 23rd, 2018. We are going to be at Fawcett Center at 2400 Olentangy River Road, which is just north of Lane Avenue. The recruiting time starts from 9 a.m. until 1 p.m. Resume reviews are also open at that time. We have one workshop that will actually start at 8:30 and then workshops go till 1 o'clock.
More information can be found at the website.
At our website, www.employseniors.org, or call our office at 614-863-1219.